Go, Tommy.
All right, guys, we're back at Beautiful River. We had a little malfunction at the end of the first segment, so
What's going on there?
we'll leave that with that was basically a little bit of Bills and
A little bit of
a
Sabre.
little bit of Sabres, but like to sum it up, we like what they did. Time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Real quick on the political front, I know a lot of you guys long for the information and
You do. You sit
need
up
it,
at night.
but I see
Put
Western New
another
York.
Democrat in.
Western New York came up big again, putting old Timmy Pokeashu Kennedy in a 75-25 rate. Guy's done absolutely nothing for this area, and but it's a name. I think I know the name. Let's vote for it. He did, like you brought up, he did okay. Roughly a $3 billion New York State budget for illegals.
So he voted really nicely on that. I guess he's going to Washington. Here's the agenda. He pro-abortion,
It's huge.
and he says immigration. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean leave it open?
More illegal jimmies.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Give me jimmies. It's a shame what's happened in this country, and obviously, guys, I want to enjoy this summer. We got a long way to go before elections, but if we do have to put up with 4 more years of this administration, there won't be a country left.
And all of his cohorts that are on his coattails, because they're running on the if Trump wins, there goes democracy. Well, it's just the opposite. Right now, we're very close to being a socialist state.
They're throwing him in all these ridiculous trials and charges. He's got more charges against him than Charles Manson.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's just absurd. They if he was not running for president, none of this would be happening.
Nope.
And if it was DeSantis, there'd be all kind of charges, homophobic, everything up against him.
Yeah.
That's the Democratic playbook. They don't tell you what they're going to do to you. They do that behind your back. And the Trump tax cuts end at the end of this year. That's another whale in the ass for all of us.
Bend over and bark, baby.
$400,000 my ass. Ask your accountant. But what's going on currently?
Still talking. Wait, hold that thought. They're still talking about taxing unrealized capital gains. So just so you know, get your 401k.
Yeah.
You put 100,000 in it. It's now worth 200,000. We're going to tax 100,000, the unrealized gain. You didn't even take it out,
right?
But we're going to tax it. So you know what my question is?
Is that yearly?
Yeah. So
that's yearly.
You know what my question is? When you lose, do I get a refund?
Listen, they have so much gimme jimmies to pay for. They're going to nail us all. They arrest these brainwashed kids, and a lot of them are actually terrorists on these campuses. Bragg will not charge them, and some of our buddies with the rare breed.
The rare breed.
Bragg won't charge them, and then they're turning around suing us for false arrest.
False arrest.
Now, the
first of all, let's get real, right? George Soros. He's got the encampments. He's paying for that. He's paying up to $3,800 for people to go and protest. Okay, so he's got these dummies who are out of work, don't want to do anything. They're going there for $3,800.
In this particular case, he's using specific actors that are good at this, mostly Arab, right? These radical Islamics.
I did no problem with that.
Then these silly brainwashed college kids that, Professor Motorboat told me something. Yeah. And if you don't know what that means, let me tell you, a lot of extra bonus points. The Poison Ivy League used to be where your brightest and best came out of.
Yeah.
They don't know where the Jordan River is. Okay. Now today it's free Palestine. Okay.
Free.
Who's holding Palestine? Hamas, not Israel. Israel pulled out. The Palestinians voted in Hamas. Okay. There's people starving in Palestine now. Yes, because Hamas is taking the food and using them as human shields. My nephew's over there right now in the Middle East with a lot of brave Marines building a floating pier. So food can be docked at the other end of that strip and get the stuff in. They're mortaring that.
Yeah.
All right. Is Professor Motorboat telling anybody? No. So they're free Palestine. They're uneducated. They're brainwashed, and they want us to pay for more of their education. Now, they came in the other night with a tank-like thing, and they took back Alexander Hamilton Hall, right? This girl came out, white girl. It was terrible. They came in by force and did this. Honey, if Hamas comes in, they're going to take you by force, and you're going to be burping Ramadan. Okay? Let me just tell you, bitch. I'm done with these. Professor Motorboat said.
Oh, burping Ramadan.
I am done with it. It angers me. In Raleigh, in Chapel Hill, they took down the American flag and put up ass cheeks with shit coming out of it, whatever terrorist flag you want to say it is.
And that happened at Harvard too.
A group of American guys tore it down and put the U.S. flag up, sang the national anthem, were pelted with rocks and bottles.
Yeah.
The chancellor of the college came out and made them take it down. Now, ACK, or Sandy Cortez, will tell you it's peaceful. Someone needs to take her ass, her useless fat ass, and show her the brick pallets and the rocks. One of the guys on Florida, University of Florida, Ahmad Ali Akbar was arrested with a weapon on campus. Now in Florida, he's going bye-bye.
Yeah.
I hope right now a gator is burping Ramadan. But in New York, Alvin Bragg lets them go.
Yeah, right.
We are being destroyed in this country. LA, they're beating people up. UCLA and stuff. No, there's a right to protest. There's a right and there's a wrong way. A woman that I know that does hair and stuff
Death to Jews is not
couldn't
part
get
of
to
it.
the airport in Washington because they're blocking the road with this Hamas shit. Where are our truckers? Where are the convoys? No, it really is time. Enough is enough. I don't care about your plight. When you're born in Palestine, as a baby, you're taught to hate and kill.
Right.
Israelis are born, they're scientists, doctors, jewelers, plumbers. They have a God they believe in, and they want to live in peace. You people attack them. Now you're getting your ass kicked. Elections have consequences. Blah, 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 Palestine. It's not our fight. I could give 3. I'll make it 4 shits. All right? And all these broads wiggling around and you know, abortion rights. Your rights are being taken away by Bozer's ancestor, Boozy, whoever was gobbled by cannibals. His ancestors taken away from you. You know, men can now play in women's leagues and all this bullshit. Women's rights are going away. But you know what Sharia law is? Do a little research, because Motorboat's not going to tell you that. All right? And throw these people out. If you have a visa,
He's rolling.
you're gone, gone, gone.
Student visa.
All right? And
gone.
these young chicks that free Palestine, board a plane,
Free my
go over to
boobies.
Hamas and see if you can help them over there.
Free my boobies.
No, because it's all Professor Motorboat said. Demands at Columbia, right? They were sick of eating pizza and fast food. They wanted steak. Eat my ass. I am done. And guys, it's not ending there. Over the river to the sea. Today it's the Jews. Tomorrow it's you and me. Done
right.
with it. Done with it. Done with it.
Well put. You're on a roll.
Done with it. And
But
the
it was
Ford
calm. I like
Foundation, the Ford Foundation, the Rockefeller brothers, Sordek, who the Hungarians did the right thing. They threw him out years ago.
Years ago. And now he's
And,
got a son that's going to take over.
NGOs, which we funnel.
Non-government
Monica Wallace doesn't realize
organizations.
that because she told me, well, these are NGOs with our newfound friends. No, they're funneled through taxpayer money.
They sure are.
And they're bailing these kids out. Collect all these tents, which are all uniformed. Collect them all and dump them on Soros' property. Make him buy tents over and over again.
Burn them.
I wish I could say boycott all his businesses. The son of a bitch owns everything.
Everything. But
He
we can
probably
now.
owns the airways we're on now.
But we can now talk about how the Ford Foundation. So as far as I'm concerned, and I'm a Buy American guy.
Me
I'm
too.
a GM guy.
Yeah, any word that's got anything to do with Hamas. And I'm just done with it. Who would have thought the American flag would be trampled? These young and the radical Islamists, get them out of here. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, just get 'em.
But white and black kids, that
Kids.
fathers and mothers and aunts and uncles died in the Twin Towers
Yeah.
by these bastards.
Yeah.
And you're burning the American flag for that? You've been brainwashed.
You suck is what you do.
It's my daughter on a campus. I'm dragging her ass out. You're coming home. Now, I know a lot of them are adults. They're over 21. That's an embarrassment, though. That's
Yeah.
an embarrassment. What kind of education are you getting? And
Well, we
what
know
do we
that.
hear? Bosie's ancestor is now working on a deal as we speak to bring 6 million Palestinians over here, refugees.
Oh, 6 million refugees.
We
yeah.
are done here.
And
Done
forgiving
here.
$6 billion of the Art Institute student loans.
I know my wife says, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it. She agrees with me, but it frustrates me. I have a granddaughter, a grandson, another grandbaby on the way. You have them. My kids are growing up in this world. Our country is a phenomenal. It's the best country in the world, but they're using our rights against us.
Against us.
And we got to stop.
You know, we turned
It's gotta
into
stop.
the scum of the earth. all these illegals that own the country now.
These people come over here to live here and then change our ways.
Yeah, they don't assimilate. They come here and they say, "Fuck you, we're doing what we want to do," and then we just let it happen.
And we all, honestly, I have said it, warned about it, tongue in cheek, whatever. Keep bending over, you're not gonna be able to straighten up. It is happening as we
It's
speak.
been happening for a couple of years.
The Democratic Party is Satan.
You called it about 2019 with the standing.
I think
up.
I did.
The other thing is Adams in New York now is giving free airline and train tickets to the illegals. One way, I'll give him credit for that. One way to get out of Dodge, New York City. But here's what I have to say: I can't bring a water bottle onto a flight. These people are getting on it with everything they own, and they have no IDs, and they're going up in the blue skies.
They took over these fields in New York. You know, Ox
Strawberry fields forever.
Kids from the city. That's where they play Little League football and stuff. They wouldn't come off the field for them.
No.
The police came, they wouldn't do anything. These newfound friends and neighbors. And one last quick thing, and I'll
They're
throw it out and
wonderful.
leave it here.
They're wonderful.
You got the volunteer firemen and stuff here. We had a kid over here at the school pull the fire alarm the other day at around noon. So our volunteer firemen, which we support and we need heavily,
Oh God, yeah.
that took 3 volunteer groups
There
to
it
cover
goes.
that.
There it goes.
Lancaster had a cover Depew, who had a cover over here to help Playville. All right.
Yep.
First off, mom and dad need to pay for that.
Yep.
And secondly, we're
Yep.
being invaded here by these Muslims. They're buying up property left and right. And these Section 8s, right? Because we want to give everybody a chance. Are they going to sign up to be volunteer firemen?
Oh, you bet your ass they're not.
It's Gimme Jimmy. Gimme Jimmy.
There'll be no give back.
And these poor firemen and stuff, thank God for them. But what's going on here? And like I said, today it's the Jews. Free Palestine. You attack them. Kick their ass. Kick their ass. But next, it could be pro-life. It could be the Catholic Church. It could be, you
Well, they're
have
already
gasoline.
they're already anti-Christian.
There's this whole Sharia law. They're invading